So I find an unbelievable something, and that's my suspicion, because I can't believe it happened so fast. I said to myself, this is a 5 to 7 year project, and it still is. But before you begin to see evidence, but we've seen this almost from day one. And that had a lot to do with leadership, not the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, the leadership of a collective of people, especially the Dean of Students, the people in student housing, the people in undergraduate teaching, whom together, we formed a very tight bond of sort of saying, this is the vision, a very simple vision, raise the academic standard and bring our people together. That was it, okay? And unbelievably, the young people got it, When I came here in June 2008, July, everybody was walking with their fists clenched, literally. I don't see that anymore, Now, one must always make the following point, that this university is 108 years old. The habits, the racial habits, the gendered habits, the class habits, the language habits, linguistic habits, have been ingrained in the institution over 108 years. So I'm under no illusion that while I'm seeing a lot of change, I cannot take it for granted. You've got to continue working on it. If I stay 2 terms, that's about what it will take, I think, to begin to establish this as a rhythm and not as exceptional. And so that's what we're working on now. Is we think we've got a lot of traction with the students. There will always be, because of the kind of country we are at the moment and the kind of politics, particularly youth politics on the outside, that the students come in with, particularly black students, with a deep, deep anger and anti-white anger. So I'm very aware of that, I see that. But that group has become smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller because of things we did, and so on. So you always have to be aware of that, because students don't drop out of nowhere, they drop out of established political cultures, etc., So we have to work very hard on that. But the momentum is going forward, and that I'm very, very grateful about. The more difficult issue is changing the staff, because, as older people, we tend to have even more ingrained ideas and beliefs and values and so on. But the students have changed quite quickly.